In this episode, I take the sticky properties of the Minecraft honey block and use it as the basis for a randomly revolving minigame. Also, since the new 1.16 snapshot is out, let's throw in some of the new Piglin mobs and their curious bartering system for good measure. Hey there, Internet! My name's Jackal Wolf. If you already know me, then it's probably from my modded Minecraft tutorial videos. I've been making these videos for over 2 years now. Wow! That's a lot of 5 minutes!
But none of them are ever 5 minutes!
Now, while I think I've gotten pretty good with the modded game, this has come at the cost of me being a total noob at vanilla. Now, I'm not going to be giving up modded Minecraft anytime soon, but my lack of vanilla skills definitely holds me back. So I think it's time for me to step up my vanilla game. Oh, you're kidding me. You are absolutely kidding me. How did I do that? I think I'm gonna need a little bit of help. Minecraft has recently started releasing the new snapshots for the 1.16 update, and with it comes the introduction of a new nether mob, the Piglin. One of the coolest features of the Piglin is its ability to conduct a random gold for item trade. This, in and of itself, has the potential for a good minigame. Now, last episode, Big Edley and Jay Geek helped me set up a skee ball minigame using the newly released honey block from Minecraft version 1.15. We had a ton of fun playing around with these new block mechanics. Looking at these blocks and mob mechanics has given me an idea for another vanilla Minecraft minigame. I want to create a revolving carousel capable of moving mobs, in this case the new Piglin, in a circle around a central point, randomized in a way that will cause it to land on different Piglins. Whichever Piglin it lands on can then be traded with for a random reward. I'm calling it Piglin Roulette. Now, I can tell right from the get-go that this is going to require some complex redstone to pull off, and that means I'm going to have to bring in some outside help. Let me introduce you to Takir. He and I go back to Season 2 on the World of Solitude SMP, where he was known for some impressive builds and the occasional server prank. Beyond this, he also has a very strong grasp of Minecraft mechanics, which he brings to his tutorial videos. It's this skill that I need most from him right now. Here's the plan. Here's what I've got. So 1.15 has recently come out, and I had an idea. Like, if I understand the mechanic correctly, if we have a piece of gold, 1 second, I'm gonna get a full stack. We can go. Where'd that Piglin go? Did he?
It transformed to a zombie Piglin. Pigman.
Why do they do that? Is that something they normally? Oh, do they do that in the overworld, or is it because?
Yeah,
of the
they
sun?
do that in the overworld.
We only just started, and we've already hit problem number 1. Now, this is not completely devastating. All we need to do is move to the nether. But this does limit some of my potential backup plans. Worse, this is not the only problem we have. Because this is going to be fundamental for the whole thing. If this doesn't work, then this whole plan is like just completely shot. But my understanding is the honey block will hold mobs. Yeah. Okay, so that is. I thought it kept. You could put a mob on there and move it back and forth, and they would stay.
That's if they're in a minecart. So in the entity, essentially it keeps like idle entities like minecarts. Where's the minecart?
You can't put track on top of honey.
You can't. Okay. It's not full buff, I guess.
This is already not working out the way I wanted it to. The main mechanic I was relying on was that the honey blocks would trap a mob in place, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Luckily, I have Takir here to offer some alternate options. But first, I've got to explain to him what we need to happen. When we have a piglin and we drop a... Where are you running? Stay still. Stay still. There's a piece of gold here for you. There's a piece of gold. And they'll do a trade, right? And it's a random drop trade. And then he'll go and he'll look at his item or whatever. So that in itself is almost a mini game, right?
Yeah.
If we set up sort of a carousel of piglin that we could rotate around to a central point, so we go throw honey blocks, right? And then we say we got like 8 of them in a circle, and you got your piglins sitting on top of them. You've got a front little bit. You feed your money into the machine, which would be like a random number generator. So you got like, I'm thinking like a dispenser with 9 items in it. It would kick it out into a system. It would like into like a sorter with 9 different items. Whichever one it goes into, it would set off a different amount of turns on the honey blocks, which would move all the piglins around. Now, my thought was the honey block would trap the mobs, but obviously it doesn't do that. But if we could get a minecart on them or a boat on them, we might be able to do that. But so it's sort of like a roulette in a way, or a slot machine. And whichever piglin you get out, you go, you do your trade with them, and then you see what they get you. And whoever gets the best random trade at the end of the game, like if there's 8 of them, and you just keep playing around and around and around until there's 8, wins. Now, this might be a little bit more complicated. The other thing I was thinking as a backup plan would just be to have them lined up in a row, and then the random number generator would just push forward one, and that's the one that you use. If it was going to be too hard to move things around in a circle.
It does make sense, yeah.
Okay, so using the honey blocks, ideally, which
ideally,
I'm already disappointed that that's not the way it's going to go. Now, I am not very good at vanilla. As you can see, I already misunderstand a lot of the vanilla mechanics. Yeah. So I've been looking to go out into the community to people I know that are really, really good vanilla players, and get them to help me build something cool. Something that's, a little out of the ordinary. Like, I don't think anybody's really going to ever, want to build one of these. But it's an interesting use of the mechanics.
Okay.
We should probably move to the nether. So it sounds like Takir is on board. Now comes the design phase. Let's see what he's got to offer.
What problem do you want to attack first?
Well, let's see if keeping them in the minecart on a track is going to work. So if we put a track here.
You want to put the minecart after, actually.
You want to put they don't. Oh, right. You push them into the minecart, right?
Oh, you push minecart.
If we push the minecart. No, he just pushed the minecart away.
So an easy way to actually make them go in is, for example, you make an enclosure here.
Right.
Okay, so it gets stuck on here. You make it trail. Essentially, it doesn't have to be a honey block when we get on it. Yeah. No,
but
so then we're gonna have it.
Oh, I see what you mean.
That's how you could put a piglin on there.
Right, so piglin.
Now if I push it. Oh wait, it has to go up and down one layer. Yeah, it's gonna happen one day.
This is alright. No, this is the important thing. This is the
Oh.
He didn't like that.
But the piglins don't seem to want to be. I think they don't want to get in. Yeah, you see the husk gets in the minecart.
The husk gets in the minecart. So it's got to be something. So that's another no then. So the minecart is a no-go. And we tested the boat with the same results. Moving these piglins around might be tougher than I first thought. It might be time to look at a few alternate ideas.
You're in the middle of a room, okay?
Okay.
There's piglins on like every side of the room just to make like the roulette thing.
Yep.
And then you throw the gold onto it, okay? Then the gold gets picked up and then gets thrown into one of their cells by it gets picked up by a hopper that moves and gets thrown into one of their cells.
But how do we make that random? I guess hoppers
then
are random,
we
aren't
could hook
they?
it up to the a randomizer. So essentially, we pick it up, then it tells the randomizer that we're ready,
Yeah.
and the randomizers randomize which dispenser throws that one.
All right. So what would you use for a randomizer? Because my thought was like an item sorter, and
I would use a shulker box randomizer actually. So,
okay. So now I've never heard of that. What is a shulker box randomizer?
So essentially, use a dispenser. Okay.
Yeah.
Then you go get a shulker box, any chest essentially, and have different amounts of like how filled it is, right?
Okay.
They're gonna output different redstone signals. I don't remember how many of these we need per though. And essentially, the more you have, essentially the stronger the redstone signal is.
Okay.
So as you can see on this one, it goes up to here. Okay.
Okay.
The redstone signal comes up to here. If we try on another one, like this one, for example, over here, it's going to come up to only here. Essentially, you use that essentially to get a dispenser shooting out different shulker boxes.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Yeah. Okay.
And then we can get different power levels, different depending on which one's thrown out.
Oh, okay. Like, how does that randomly pick? You said you got your dispenser.
Yeah, so we essentially would fill the dispenser with shulker boxes. For example, here we have three of them.
Oh, I see. So yeah, because when you break the shulker box, it keeps the items in it.
Yeah. So yeah, a simple, small randomizer, essentially.
So what is it?
So, okay, so over here you have the...
Oh no, so you called it a particular name.
Oh no, I call it a simple, small randomizer.
Oh, a simple, small randomizer. Okay, I thought it was like somebody's name who created it and all of that.
But I'm definitely not the one who invented this. Like, it's been known for a while.
So then you would come out from here.
Yep.
And then depending which one, it would power for so long or...
It's going to power for example, for this one, it only powers up to this one.
Yeah.
Okay, over here. Then we break it, changes. So then next time we put a gold, okay, now we get a different power over here.
Really? That is really, really cool. Now, how many different powers do you get?
I think it's 13 maximum, so it's when you completely fill a shulker box to having it to 0, so there's going to be 13 different options.
Now that is really interesting. We got a little off topic, but this randomizer is way better than what I had in mind, and should work with whatever our final design turns out to be. Our next step is to determine how we're going to utilize the randomizer into powering our minigame. Oh, what are you working on up here?
I'm trying to figure out a way to essentially, basically you want this one, right? The one that's right before the power goes out. So I'm trying to essentially make a way that if this one's also activated, it's going to cancel out this one, so that one's not actually lighting up.
Right.
It's going to work one day.
Well, I see what you're doing. Like, and that's probably a way better way of doing it.
Yeah, essentially I need to figure out a way to power this one from the line right next to it. Then we would have the two of them alternate over and over, so then you're always going to be fine. Essentially, you're just going to take the output from this torch. Essentially, every line is going to have to offset, so we're going to have to use both sides for it.
Okay, well that's fair enough, right?
This is probably not the most efficient way to do it.
Well, this is about brainstorming. This is about coming up with new solutions to unique problems.
It works. We got a design.
Okay, how's this working? This one's lit though.
Yeah, we want it to be lit, exactly. We wanted that one to be lit, and all the other ones not to be lit.
Oh, is that because it's only got the one power?
Yeah, because that one's the only one that should be lit, right? Oh, well, we don't have the torch here. That still works. Okay. So essentially, we want to have the last one that has power light up. So now, as you can see, the only one that's lighting up is the one that has the last powered redstone dust on.
So that's 3, 4. Okay.
Yep. So now this one's lighted up.
Ah, okay. So this is making sense now. All right. So the timing circuits are looking good. All we got to do now is sort out this minigame.
I think you're gonna have to use flying machines.
Oh. Okay. See, I was thinking we'd have like a piston.
Oh, like a piston machine thingy that could just like push a block all the way over there by pushing more piston in the way. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But a flying machine would work, but once you've launched it, it becomes, I think, harder to control, right?
So move up and down though? That would be like a simple flying machine. This. Here you go.
All right, so that is kind of cool.
So then you would have like...
Wait a minute. Why can't we do this vertically?
We could. That's what I was talking about with flying machines.
Okay, so that to me is the solution then. Vertically though, so you had so terracotta, so it doesn't grab the block or the floor. All right, and then you did a
Here you go, 10 regular terracotta.
Nice, that is awesome. Okay, so you had a sticky piston with an observer facing up into it.
Yeah,
like that.
I know, facing against actually.
Okay.
I think there's like a typical flying machine. This. Oh, yeah, that should work.
And then you just redstone signal it.
Or just replace a block. Yeah, it doesn't work. That doesn't. So if I do, say, green glaze, then this should work.
Okay.
Fitting out this is going to be really annoying.
Well, but that's what my task is. My task is to take all this brainstorming and to actually put it together. Okay, so here's one idea. This is going back to the Piglin thing. Will this move 3?
This is going to move, I think it's like 4 on each side, 4 or 5 on each side. Yeah, this should be fine. Yeah.
Alright, so here's an idea. What I'm trying to do is create a cage for a piglin.
Oh, so now you want to... Okay. So you can add about like 10 blocks this time. You can go pretty huge.
So we can go like this then?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, this is gonna...
Oh, this is... No. Oh, yeah, just go
yeah.
like this.
Actually, I want to go like that, and like that. And you said 12, right? So 9, 10, 11. Oh, that's 12 exactly. No. That's 1 too many. So if we got rid of that one. Oh, but these ones don't come with it.
Okay. So, if this works, we're golden. Yeah, look.
Ah, yes. Oh, you know what? They can't jump on the honey blocks.
Wait, you can't?
No, you can't jump on honey blocks. Oh, I opened that up on the wrong side though. Oh, they went in the wrong direction. Oh, he jumped up. Way to prove me wrong, buddy. I think it actually kicked him out is what it did. It didn't actually jump him.
Hey, you got it. Nice.
It's working.
Activate. Yay! We're back.
I'll be honest with you, this is probably more fun than a lot of things I've ever done. Moving piglins around with the flying machine.
Oh wait, we're losing the piglin.
Okay, this is starting to come together. Okay, so we've been doing this for about an hour and 45 minutes. And like I said, I got a feeling, I'm feeling dangerous now. Like I feel like I've kind of got the basics of the game. So thank you for your help. Like you have been instrumental here with coming up with ideas that I never would have come up with. And methods that I never would have come up with. And I think we're back at the point where I wanted to be with moving the piglins. Although we've got an alternate way of maybe just moving the gold, which is a possibility as well. So thank you so much. I'm gonna spend probably a couple of days playing around with this. Well, you just changed all the blocks. That's so awesome. That's almost freaky the way that does that. But I'm gonna go. I'm gonna play around with this for a couple of days, and maybe next weekend, if I can get this done, if you want to come back and we'll give it a test run. I'm really excited about this now. I was worried there for a little bit that it wasn't going to be the way I envisioned it, but that's the whole point, is getting somebody who realistically knows what they're doing to kind of rein in what I want to do. So I've taken a step back and let all of this info digest overnight, and I think I have a workable model in mind. Now, the flying machine is a good idea, but it seems to limit me to straight lines. While I can work with this, to really achieve my vision of a Piglin Roulette game, I need to rotate these mobs. Now, so far, I've focused on moving the Piglins individually. What I need to do is to focus on moving them as a group. So, here's what I got. I've played around with the mechanics and limitations of the pistons and honey blocks, and have come up with a honey and slime conveyor belt. I've got a 7x7 square, which, with the mob containment walls, is about the limit of the piston's ability to push blocks. Now, to make this move properly, I had to alternate the honey blocks with the slime blocks. I chose the slime block since it also sticks to other blocks, with the notable exception of the honey block. But because we need to leave 3 of the 4 corners empty, we end up with an odd number of blocks. That means any alternating pattern will fail, resulting in a doubling up of blocks, which, when it hits a corner, ends up breaking the chain. One solution is to replace the last or first block with a tie block. In this case, I'm using glazed terracotta, which sticks to neither honey nor slime. This keeps the blocks from bunching up on the corners and allows a smooth rotation. Utilizing a similar roof containment structure as used by Takir, we can keep the piglins trapped in their individual containers. Now, this setup is totally functional, but it comes at a cost. As the piglins are pushed out of the corner spaces, they have a small window of opportunity to walk off their block into the path of the next set of blocks, causing some mild distress. Over time, this damage does add up and eventually causes the piglin to die. A couple of revisions later, and I think I've managed to reduce the amount of damage given to the piglins. By flipping the whole system on its head, we now have a moving ceiling and wall with no space for the piglin to get trapped in, and a second piston to keep the piglins from wandering too far. Now, this is not 100% damage free, but it does increase their longevity. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we have a game.
Ooh.
So, welcome to Piglin Roulette. That was the best Piglin I could do. It was, the colors just were not quite good. Don't go behind it yet. Don't go behind it yet.
Okay.
So here's the premise. You would come up, to the Piglin. Now, I've got a special surprise set up for Takir, but it looks like someone is forgetting to crouch. Sorry, 1 second here. I just had to talk to the Creative Kitty there for a second. So you come up to the Piglin Roulette, and I'm going to take those items out because they were me testing it. And so you press the button and spin the wheel.
I need some items, wait.
No, you don't need any. Grab some gold, gold to trade with.
Okay. Gold, okay. Then I press the button?
Yep. Oh, looks like I've lost a couple of piglins there.
Hey, Creative Kitty's there.
She was supposed to be crouching.
When I was crouching, it pushed me.
That was the point.
I know, but it pushed me away. No. Okay.
Oh, that didn't work.
Yeah, because I got pushed in here because I was crouching.
You're stuck in a block?
No, I'm not stuck in a block. I'm stuck in a corner with the piglin.
Oh, I miscounted. It was supposed to end up on her. I totally messed around with it, so it ended up on her. But
Miss Kiki, get countable. When I was crouching, it it pushed me through the slime block.
Oh, that's why. So you ended up behind. Okay, all right. Well, that was unfortunate we didn't test that beforehand, but okay, you can fly out of here now. So it doesn't look like that went the way I thought it would. Okay, so do you want me to show you how this works, Takir?
Yeah, sure.
And then we'll play a couple of rounds of it. And it looks like I've lost. Yeah, there's a lot of redstone involved here. But I used 2 of your things here. So the button gets pressed.
Okay.
It sends a signal down here, which fires up the shulker box.
Okay.
And then there's a delay on that same signal that will eventually push the piston that will break the shulker box and stop it. So the redstone signal goes out as far as the shulker tells it to, which sets off these redstone timers. So the one over here is the shortest, and then the one over here is the longest. So wherever the longest goes to, that's the timer that's going to stay on the most. When the timer's on, the redstone is setting off the redstone signal here.
Okay.
And then it sort of follows a track all the way over here, which unlocks the up top here. And at the same time that the button is pressed, it comes up here and it starts moving the pistons in. Basically, starts moving the blocks around. This is actually the first one right here. I had this one here being the first one, but it never, the way the timer works, it never ended here. So this is the first solid block. So I had to do a lot of playing around with it, and the best way I could do it was three of the 4 corners are open, and then I had to put one thing of glazed terracotta, because whenever say right here, if I would have ended up with two slime or 2 honey next to each other. So they get to the corner and it would try to push this one as well with it. And it didn't work that well. So I replaced that one there. Old Betsy. What's Old Betsy?
I got a crossbow.
You got a crossbow. Okay. That's a new one for me. I don't know if I've seen that. Oh, no, because you got that one with the piglins, right? Or not the piglins, the pillagers, when you got the pillager crossbow. So yeah, that's basically how it works. I was actually quite happy because I was originally thinking about, we were talking about moving the items there, and we were talking about moving the pigmen with the flying machines, but it didn't really, it would have worked, but it wouldn't really have been the right game. So this is the final one here. I did a bunch where the piglins were standing on a block here and getting pushed around, but they kept warping into the block whenever it got moved, and they started suffocating, right? So grab 10 gold ingots. No, let's do 5. There's going to be 3 of us. Let's just do 5. Otherwise, we'll be here all day. So there is a chance that there will be 2 piglins instead of just 1 available. So this one here is just 1. And before I do anything, let me go make sure all the piglins are in. All right, did you want to go first for spin?
I think we ran out. Okay. So, hi, how are you doing?
There's a little baby guy, he's in the way.
Okay, we'll press right next to it.
Yeah.
And I just throw in the middle, right?
Yeah. Once they stop, it may make sense for me to. He just runs in there. At some point, I may. Oh, we got 2 in there.
Yep.
Okay. Every now and again, they do warp through. I did my best to keep them from doing that. That's why I went to the top down rather than the bottom one. They seem to not do it as often. The other one, they were every second one was trapped in the block, and I may slow down the timer a bit. I think you must have the longest one. There you go.
Oh, okay. So then I throw the thing over there?
Oh, no, you threw it on the ice, so it ended up in the chest. You gotta throw it on the arrow. Or on the on the arrow.
Wait.
Yeah, if you can pick it up, then it's not close enough. There you go. So he's got
that. Hey, we got it.
And what did he give you?
Let's go check the chest. I got a mushroom, brown mushroom.
Mushroom. Okay, so put that in the first chest. Oh, perfect. Did you put those signs up? That's nice.
Yep.
Creative Kitty, do you want to go next?
I believe in you, Creative Kitty. Is it Kitty or Creative Kitty?
Creative Kitty, yeah. Well, Kitty or KK or... I may have to reduce the timing on it.
So let's go grab a coffee.
Yeah, that's right.
So did you use the Tango Tech clock?
I'm not too sure whose clock it is. I've used it a bunch of time. It's just the simple 2 hoppers, 2 pistons, 2 observers. No, just one. Oh, just one at a time. But are you? I guess you're gonna bank all yours on the one guy. Okay.
Betting everything on the one.
Yeah, I'm not too sure whose clock it is. I've used it. Like it's the one I always use for just simple. Oh, did you pick your stuff up?
Yeah, it is Tango Tech's clock.
Okay, yeah, that's. I know it's the most common, or the one I've.
Or is this a
used,
Ito?
right?
Wait, it might be Ito. Wait,
Ito?
Don't quote me on this. Ito's hopper clock. Okay.
All right, you're all done. Okay, I'm gonna do mine once, and then maybe I will go and reset the time on it a bit.
Okay.
And I figured the ice would keep them from moving a little too quickly. Like, it'd just take them a second to get going.
Okay.
Whether that works or not, I don't know.
It looks good though.
It's functioning. I wish there was glass didn't get picked up.
Yeah, true.
Is that too close? No, he got it. What did I get? I got a red mushroom and 3 nether bricks. Creative Kitty, I think you missed a mushroom.
Wow.
I think that's yours.
Okay. So I think so far Creative Kitty is winning.
Well, she's used all of her gold. Here, let me go reset these clocks or speed these clocks up a touch. For the.
How many items did you have in?
I had a stack and a half in the biggest one.
Okay.
But now I've cut. Well, it's less than half. All right, Takir, you want to go with your second roll of the dice or second spin of the wheel?
Right over here. Let's press the button. Well, that could be a really good randomizer now, though. The piglins?
Oh, yeah, that's true. You just feed them... Oh, that was too far. I don't know what I was thinking there. You feed them gold, they kick out, like... It's like, was it 15 different items?
Yeah.
So I got another warped fungi.
Well, now I'm thinking you definitely won.
Whatever. Right? It was all in fun. No real points collected. I think we both won. I won because of your really, really good advice, I gotta say. Because your help with the flying machines and the honey blocks and the slime blocks together. This whole sort of randomizer thing, this worked really well. I really liked how that worked, especially with the long signal on it. I thought this is what made the whole thing, right? Like, all I did after that was hook each or every second one up to a clock, right? And just set the clock to if you stay there, I'll show you how give you a good idea how it works.
Okay.
So we can see yeah, this one here is the one that's going to last the longest, right? So it's kicking out a redstone signal up there, keeping that open. And you can see them each slowly kicking off one. And then when this one's done...
Okay.
And then it just finishes off the cycle.
And you didn't use the second portion when it cancels it out, because now you're just using the longest one, so you don't need it.
At some point, like, I started putting the redstone here. But I was like, well, it's not really doing anything for me right now, so I just stopped doing it. Because really, it was just I wanted the signal once, and then it started the clock, and then everything was tick-tock after that, right?
Well then, I think we're done here.
Yeah, I think so. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, and you know, I hopefully sometime in the future we'll come back and do something different. So there you are. Piglin Roulette is built, tested, and complete. I'm really glad that we were able to keep this close to my original concept. And I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, check out my Discord page with the links below. I also want to send a shout out to all my current supporters on Patreon. The OD, Seth S, and Glenda, thanks for all your support. Keep an eye out for some more great content coming your way. See you next time.